really enjoy that. I can do fleece and just my vest now. Because we are hitting like 30s most days now, and today it's especially sunny, so I'm definitely, hence why also I chose to ride this bike today. Seems like the right day to take it out of hibernation. Still not getting a bike computer. Maybe next year will be the year I really dive into bike computers and take a look at those, because it seems to do the trick pretty well. Like this little gem right here is it's a walkthrough spot. This might be the only one though where I have to walk through, which I'm not mad about. I used to be really mad about it, but I mean, it's whatever. And I've said it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. You need both kinds of bikes. You need an acoustic and you need an e-bike. Even though the e-bike has, they're just gonna roll on through that stop sign. I wouldn't take the e-bike on like a fun ride, let's say. E-bike's for business. Acoustic bike is for fun, but also business. I think once we get later into spring, like end of April, I'll probably start riding acoustic to work more. No buds today either, because birds are back out and it really feels good to hear birds again. Also, I forgot to put my helmet on. I think, like, statistically though, helmets don't do much other than hindering us from riding our bikes. It's the idea like, oh, I have to put my helmet on. Never mind, I'm not gonna ride my bike. And bike helmets aren't car impact rated. They're only for falls off the bike. And I'm much more concerned about car impact than falling off my bike. It makes sense in my brain, but it makes probably not a lot of sense to others. And that's okay. I'll just be extra careful. Let's check this out real quick, because the sidewalk is cleared finally. They do like art installations around here, I guess. And this one went up at some point. And it's a bunch of bikes. I don't know what the purpose of it is, but it's cool. I'm trying to see what this is. That looks kind of nice, actually, although the handlebars are backwards. It's got a nice emblem on it also. Now I'm gonna have to figure out how to get across this roundabout though. Let's see. Yep, crosswalk there. I'm just gonna get off and walk across. Oh my god, That's slick. Oh my God. I'm literally sliding my feet. Huh. Okay. Oh, it's coming out, huh? And that's why I don't ride on sidewalks. Because it's hard to get bikes over piled up snow like that. And they're unpredictable as far as the maintenance of them. Spring, summer, winter, fall, doesn't matter. They're too unpredictable. It's just like one spot, like the third or fourth chain ring, that's hitting kind of funny. I think I gotta stop wearing my earbuds for every single ride. Like it's just like a ritual now that I pop them in. I use the transparency mode so I can like hear cars and stuff coming. But there's just something kind of like peaceful about this. Birds are out. I think it's really just the birds, honestly, that are doing it for me. Guess I'm a sucker for birds. Here we go. Bike lane time. Haven't visited the Main Street bike lane since we got all this snow. So I'm curious how much riding I'm doing in the bike lane and how much I'm doing just on the street. Not that there's a huge difference between the two. What they really could do is put some bumps in here. They use like cut in half tires that they like nail into the ground, I think, or something, drill into the ground. I like those a lot. Of course, the plastic reflector poles are always welcome. Something other than a millimeter of paint, though, would make me feel a lot more comfortable in here and probably encourage a lot of other people to give it a try. Yeah, this side is full of dirt and ice and yuckies, so I'm just gonna take the road. And this is the bike lane issue here, is they're just not really thought of when they're being designed or when it comes to maintenance. They're just definitely an afterthought. There we go. Let's turn our downtown into a I think four lane road instead of a 2. That was an interesting design choice. If it were up to me, on both sides, take a lane out, just have it a one way each way, medians scattered throughout, and then you can either extend the sidewalk up there, make it more into a multi-use path situation, repurpose the road. I don't care, but we don't need this much space for vehicles. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Strip the fleece. Feeling pretty good. Sure, we'll get a cold snap again in a few weeks, but I'm gonna live it up until then. And all I feel like I need is a vest and my base layer. People are walking. Nature is healing. Man, I love bikes because people just come up to you and want to talk to you about it. When I was loading up, a guy collecting signatures for a ballot came up and he just wanted to talk because he has toured the country a few times and saw what I'm rocking here. So ended up having a disc trucker also, the same Ortolib bags. And yeah, bikes are cool because people want to talk about them. They're interesting. And I think I'm gonna get a coffee because I have time. Why not? Coffee and a treat on a Saturday morning. Nice mild Saturday morning at that. Go down this way. You're just sitting there. Oh, you're gonna turn. Okay. Could have had that on before and then I would have known. Sick, you got to the red light. This is awesome. I love being alive. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the tank is clean. The tank is clean. God, I love this bike. It's just so fun. It's like fast, but it's comfy. Not that my goal is ever to be fast. I just feel faster than I do on my e-bike, ironically. I feel like that's a misconception of e-bikes, is that they're like fast. And while they have the capability to be fast, doesn't mean you need to go faster. You should even. I find them just more efficient, and that's why I like to use mine for commuting so much. But in order to have an efficient e-bike, you have to have an efficient motor. This video is brought to you by Bosch. If only. A little bit of flooding up here. Don't let it kick up too much. Gotta go right through there. That's why I don't want to start doing too much work commuting on this one, because everything melts, we get big puddles. I have no fendies on here. Really wish I could fit fenders on here. If I could fit fenders on here with the current tire size I have, it would be the ultimate bike. I went too far. Although I could try to cross up here. Just might take a minute. There's no one behind me at the moment, so I might give it an attempt. My time might be coming. Look at that. Forgot I'm supposed to turn on the last side street up there. Whoopsie. All right. Is it a pair of bars or is it just bars? I had to pack up the vest. The sun is far too much. Ooh. I like this basket on the front. That was a great idea. I'll do it. I'm gonna do the beanie also. Let my head breathe. Okay, almost got taken out. They're coming in far too hot for my liking.